The Caribbean will not benefit much from a Joe Biden presidency, says political analyst Peter Wickham. Speaking to SK Newsline after the swearing-in of President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris on Wednesday, Mr. Wickham said the global community, of which the Caribbean is a part, will see some normalcy in U.S. affairs, but the region on a whole may not see any direct benefits.
I don't think that the significance for the Caribbean is anything major. I think that there's a significance for the world in that there's a return of stability, predictability to the White House. President Biden has already indicated that he is rejoining the Paris Accord. And I think that that sends a very strong signal regarding how he's going to deal with the world this part going forward. And I think that we're part of it. The other thing that was significant is that he's also sent a signal that he's going to establish a comprehensive immigration policy. Of course, many of the Caribbean nationals, our brothers and sisters that live in the United States, have those types of challenges. And I think that they may benefit from some clarity and there's certainly a bit of humanity where that's concerned. But outside of that, I don't really believe that there's a whole lot else in it for the Caribbean, but I do believe that the global community breathes a sigh of relief. You know, it's one of these ongoing horror stories, and you wonder, is he gone? Is he gone yet? And I think that today, you know, we're all breathing a sigh of relief that President Trump is gone, and that we have a predictable, slightly more normal presidency going forward to deal with the kind of challenges that are being faced.
And for Caribbean nationals living in the U.S. who believe that the presence of Vice President Kamala Harris, who has Jamaican heritage, may impact immigration policies in their favor, think again. Mr. Wickham believes this will have no bearing on whatever decision is taken as it relates immigration.
In the final analysis, Kamala Harris is first and foremost an American. Both her parents were naturalized Americans. And she's an American, and she has served at various levels in the United States government over time. So I don't believe there's any lingering bias on her part for people of this region. I mean, if you look at the former President Obama, he was African. And his posture or attitude towards African countries is no different during the course of his presidency. So I think that is a nice sentimental feeling that we get, and we're happy for her, certainly as a woman of color, and she's made history and all that. But I expect that going forward, first and foremost, her desire would be to pursue the interests of the United States of America, and where there's a level of cohesion, then, you know, that might work. What we can expect is that she may very well visit the region and probably Jamaica at some point in time in her vice presidency. And I think that would be good because it would focus attention on the region in an important way. So we could benefit from that.
The political analyst did, however, note that the president would have his hands full in repairing race relations in the U.S.
I mean, they have a huge task on their hands to deal with issues of race relations. I mean, they have a lot of repairing to do. I believe they're well placed. You know, America is essentially this last few years exposed the extent of the far right wing in the United States of America, and I think that they now have to go through the job of trying to repair that. They're well placed in that Biden has almost a rainbow coalition in terms of his cabinet. So he has a mixture of races. He has a mixture of sexual orientations. He has a mixture of male and females, gender relations. So there's a good balance. And I think if any cabinet or team can deal with race relations.
President Joe Biden became the 46th president of the United States after being sworn in a low-keyed inauguration ceremony in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.